I'm going to change the cush-drive rubbers. This is knackered, this, but for demonstration purposes I'll be using it. What we'll need is 2 old clutch plates. Put them together. Doesn't matter where they're lined up that way, as long as they're central. Drill a couple of holes and bolt them together. That's a clutch locking device. Right, here one I prepared earlier. Now I've drilled a 3rd hole in this one. And I found a substantial bit of, it's a peg spanner I made yonks ago. And I'm just going to bolt that across, so I've got a lever. Right, so I've got my clutch plate, now that will go down there. And I line them up, and there you go. Now I can get a movement on it. I've got the outside sorted out with that. Now I need something to fit in the centre. You could use a clutch hub, but they're very hard to grip in the vice, so you'd either have to file flats on it, put it on an old shaft, or as I've done, I've dropped a couple of masonry nails through. That'll hold it in the vice, hopefully. Going for another option, you find something to fit through it. I'm going to use the handle of a big adjustable spanner, and it'll fit across and stick in. A few of your big tools will most likely do it. Stiltons will fit in. Just a handle. Or you can cut a piece of plate if you've got any plate the right size. But that's the general idea. You need an impact driver with the right size bit. It's the narrowest one in my box. With the right size bit. And a big hammer. Bigger the better. Also what I'll be using, I've dug another washer out, but I want a washer to go in there later. You could use the washer off the clutch that you should have laid in your toolbox. So, right. We'll first take the screws out. I've had these out, but here you go. I'm going to use the impact driver to get the 3 screws out. If you're hitting stuff, you should do it on the floor. It's a lot easier. Right. First thing I'm going to do is hammer the bit into the screw so it gets a good fit. Right. Right. Turn the screwdriver the way you want it to turn. So I'm doing this counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Keep pressure on it in the anti-clockwise direction and give it a whack with a decent hammer. Yeah. There's one. Same thing. Hammer the screwdriver bit into the screw, because they're usually knackered, these things. Screwdriver on, twist in an anti-clockwise direction, and a smack with a decent hammer. Right. That's the screws out. Just a scrape around really, get most of the stuff off. Wire brush. Now rather than trying to prise this plate off, open your vise quite wide so it rests on the basket. About there. I'm going to use a washer. It's got a bit of a shape on, so it fits in there. And then drive the centre out. You can see it's moving. as long as my voice isn't touching, it should come out. There we go. I could, seeing that I'm replacing them, knock it all the way out. Yeah. Right, I've just threw a rubber away. With this hub, I drop the nails through, nip it up, and the centre will fit on. Right, I don't know whether we can see in here why this one's knackered. It's these warp. They're really gouged out them. And that's the same. This is the centre I got off Jed. Yeah. And there's quite a bit of difference in the height between there and there. Right, anyway, now to put the rubbers back in. Right, I'm going to use my adjustable to hold the centre. Now you'd really want to, we want to clean all of this lot out with a bit of petrol, dry it off, be fine. Right. Right, so there we have it. The middle won't turn. The middle won't turn because it's on there, and obviously that way. There we go. Right, some rubbers. There's a few. I'm sure there's a few missing. Another one, 3 of each. Right. As the drive is on the outside, it pushes that way because that's obviously going to the back wheel. So you want the biggest shock carrying capacity at the back. So when you suss which way these going, put all the big ones in first. Right, all the big ones in. Still has that movement. Now you put your big ones in first because they'll squash a bit more than the little ones. Put on your clutch plate so you can squash. I'm going to add a bit of leverage to it. Add some leverage. I usually press into it with my hip or in the squidgy bit. Add some weight to squish them rubbers. And pop in the smaller ones. They should just drop in. There we go. Relax and that's it. Pop the plate on. Oop. Put the plate on the right way around. Twice. Put the screws in. And impact driver them tight. And then that'd be job done if that wasn't scrap.